Hello and welcome back to Black Dice Gaming. Today we're going to be looking at the Stormbringer magazine. This is issue number 9 and it's the one out of this last set of 4 that I've been most looking forward to receiving because it's got our excuse me it's got our Swamp Caller Shaman in it with his little pot grot. So without further ado, let's open this up. So for those of you that have been following the channel, I am quite keen on the destruction part of this set. There we go. So it's the destruction side that I'm most looking to build up. Oh, there's a pull out thing there as well. Yeah, so it's the destruction side I'm most looking to build up. And I have been documenting how I paint them on the channel. So please like and subscribe if you're interested to see how these paint up. I've been using a slap chop technique on the orcs within this set because I think that the dirty sort of grimy look that a slap chop technique gives you is absolutely what these models look best in that sort of way. Now I am planning on doing this one again in the slap chop technique, but I'm probably going to take it to the next step. I'm going to slap chop him and then I'm going to go on and do some more highlight details because I think there's a lot more in this model than in the previous ones. But yeah, looking forward to getting my hands on that one. So let's have a quick look here. We've got the armies of Ghur, and this is for the folder, so I shall stick that in there. But we'll have a look now at the magazine. So, Gods and God Beasts. We've got a few of the characters there for you to go through. And then there's a few more at this side. Nagash, that's a lovely model. I do fancy, I mean, I painted the old one. I didn't actually paint the old one, that's not true. My friend painted the old one back in the day, and that was a big clunky piece of metal. But I'd like to have a go at the new one, and probably will do at some point. So now we're going to Monsters of the Mountains. Got the Stone Horns, the Magdaroths, and the Dragonoth Ogre Shagarath. And then we've got the Swamp Caller Shaman and the Pot Grot. How you go about selecting character traits for them. And then unit traits as well. Then we've got the how to build section. Seems like it's there's a little bit more to it than some of the other ones, but it's one of those push for it ones again, so I'm looking forward to that. And that was an element of sarcasm there for those that didn't quite pick up that I'm not so keen on the push fit models. Started off okay, but I've grown against them the more I do. So yeah, then we move on to the painting guide using 4 of the colours that we've got so far. And our last, is that the, yep, that's the brush that we got in the last set, wasn't it? And yeah, just pretty much cover the whole thing in green, pick out some of the brown details in the Kataran flesh and silver lead belcher, and then a little bit of the Cantor blue for some of the bottles and the things that he's got on his back. And then it's going to look something along those lines there. Okay, so yeah, if you're completely new to the hobby, then that's the best way of doing it. So this issue is moving on to how to use magic and mortal wounds. So this adds another level of detail to the games that we can play now using these rules. And this one is called Arcane Assault, which is your Shaman and your Gut Rippers. And I forget what they call this model now. I forget. And your Vindicators. what is it? Knight Arcanum. Yeah, sorry, I've got it here. Yep. So yeah, you can use those models. And yeah, and then it just goes through the turn bases, what you need to do, what you should be thinking about doing, and then again for the Kruleboyz this time as well. All right, so then you've got the victory or a draw if it's possible. And let's see what's coming up. So we know about the Truth Seekers, but yay, look at this, the Beast Skewer Killbow. That looks like an interesting piece of equipment. It'd be nice to get one of those and paint that one up and put it on my shelf. Anyway, I'll be back in a few once I've built up this Swamp Caller Shaman, and we'll have a look what it looks like fully assembled. So we're back with the made up models, and let's look at the pot grot first. So this is a heavily detailed little piece of plastic. Lots of interesting things going on his back. I'm not quite sure how this is going to be painted up because it's so tiny in comparison to most other GW models at least. But yeah, went together pretty well. Swamp Caller Shaman just here. A little bit more to it, a lot more detail than the previous models that I've painted so far. But I will be looking at taking this a little step further. A very interesting large skull on its back. But there we go, nice big staff as well. Maybe zoomed in a bit too much. There we are. So yeah, the one thing I have with them is the seams. No matter how much I sort of push these together, there's always these huge seams. I just can't seem to... I think it's just going to be a little dab of glue and then push them tight together. I think that's the only way around them. But anyway, they're done. And if you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. We've got one more magazine to do until the next batch arrives. So yeah, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I shall catch you in the next one.